greet you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. My name is Hamza and I'm Ugandan. I come from Uganda. I was born here, have lived here in Kampala. That's where I've been living. So, this is a little bit of my story and what I do and all about it. So, I was born from a Muslim background. I was raised by Muslim parents. Growing up, Islam was the religion that I knew. It was the religion that I was taught, and the norms and the culture that I was raised in. That was it. So I grew up with this hatred towards Christians, this hunger and bitterness and accusations that I had about them, and all the negative things that I was told growing up that gave me this confidence that Islamic was the only religion that I knew. But growing up, reaching my youthful age, I started to experience different doubts, confusions, and desires of different kinds, and I kind of lost sense and connection of me and God. I tried in my best capacity to serve God, to please Him, to do all the good things, the good works to please God, but it was all in vain. I did not get any sense of connection, any intimate connection, like the feeling of intimacy between me and God. So that gave me a lot of doubts and confusion. So the Lord finally led me to certain brothers in Nairobi, where I was working at the time in 2018, who shared with me the good news and the redemption plan of Jesus Christ, which prompted my heart to give my life to Jesus. And since then, I've been walking with Christ. I thank God that I feel at home. I feel the connection and the intimate relationship between me and God the Father. I don't have to work so much to please God, because He's already pleased that I give my life to Him. So ever since then, I've decided to live a life of a missionary, to live a life of a disciple, a life that lives to preach the good news, a life that lives so that others around me, people that I meet on a daily basis, will also be prompted and be driven to look at Christ and to seek their refuge and come to understand that we are born under the wrath of God, but it's only through Christ, not any religion, not any culture, not anything that will bring peace between us and God. It's only Christ that can bridge that gap. So in understanding that, I've lived a life where I trust that God has called me to start fellowships. God has called me to be moving to different locations, different parts of the country, and I trust that one day God will also lead me to the 1040 window, where I will share this story, the good news, with those people. And so I'm an artist, and that's what I'm doing. And as you can see where I'm standing, behind some of the things that I've drawn, here are some of the pencil portraits and commissions that people have given me. So I was blessed by this place where I'm now working from, and I also use it as a tool to connect with the community, to connect with other artists, people that are passionate about art, even those that are not passionate. Sometimes we also gather here, we have fellowships where we discuss different things concerning the kingdom, and I believe this is a tool to reach young men and all people that can connect and can come here. I believe that this is a business, but it's a tool to preach the good news. It's a tool to reach to the lost. So anyone who steps a foot into this place must live knowing that the person who stays or works here is a disciple of our Lord Jesus Christ. And however much we can sell the art and promote the business, but they should also know that we are disciples and that the person here is a disciple. In short, I should be the image of Christ in this place, and I'm so grateful that so far it's been working well. It's not really so much yet started being really awesome because it's just started, but I have so much hope because God has been bringing different people, kinds of people, which I believe those connections in the future can be really so fruitful. So my plans for this business is to do art and to connect to the world and other people through my art, to speak what's inside of me using my art, and to feed my family, to be able also to raise money for my missional journeys, because I always have journeys that I go to preach the good news, like planning. Also, we have as a church we have ongoing missions that we have planned, and we are raising money, and I believe that God can use this work, this business, to help us reach those goals. Also with this business, I'm planning to do something called art therapy, where we get some people from different places around us, people that are not even artists, because you don't need to be an artist to appreciate the visual arts. People that come and love what we do, people that can sit down and get to relax. We get to discuss some issues concerning their hearts, concerning what's inside of them. But we can do that through art, where we get themes and draw. A drawing, maybe, let's say, now there is a war between Ukraine and Russia. I think the media is trying to bring people's attention to panic and all that. But when we use art, we can gather, and then we say, oh, because that's what's happening, let's do the theme, let's paint something peaceful, let's get the peace of God, the peace that we have experienced and that we have seen and that we want to see. Let's get it down onto a canvas. Let's paint it. Let's do a painting that will relax everyone around here, that will make us discuss and talk about peace, the peace of God, the peace in the world, and all that. So that's kind of the short thing I can say about the art therapy. But I'm really blessed, and thanking God that uh, you all stand with me, and people are promising to be coming in, and I trust that this is not something that will be in vain. It's not a work in vain. The Lord is going to happen. So thank you so much. Have a blessed day, and that's all about. That's all I can say about me. The last thing I will say about me is that I was blind, I was lost, but now I see, because I have Christ, the one who gave me the true meaning of life. And as Paul tells me, I've not seen the full picture, I've just seen a glimpse of what's about to happen. So I have a lot of hope to continue living the life of a disciple, to continue living the simplicity of Christ, and encouraging others to do the same until the King returns. Thank you so much. Be blessed.